Welcome back to the Premiere Pro Beginner's Guide. In this lesson, we're going to take a closer look at one of the most fundamental parts of editing, the cut. Hi, I'm Marco Maldera. I'm a director, VFX artist, editor, designer, and AI creative. If you're curious about my work, you can visit my website at marcomaldera.com. So far, we've learned how to organize footage, build sequences, and start editing on the timeline. Now it's time to go a little deeper and understand how different types of cuts affect the rhythm and emotion of your edit. In this class, we'll look at three essential kinds of cuts: the straight cut, the J cut, and the L cut. These are the foundation of professional editing. They shape the flow of your story and how your audience experiences each moment. Now, let's get started. The straight cut is when one shot ends and the next begins immediately. Both the video and the audio cut at the same point. It's clean, direct, and the most common cut you'll use. Straight cuts are great when you want the pacing to feel natural or when you're simply moving from one scene to another without overlapping sound. For example, imagine we cut from a shot of a rainy forest to a busy urban street. The sound of rain stops right as the noise of traffic begins. That's a straight cut, quick, clear, and effective for moving from one idea to another. The J cut. Let's make things a bit more dynamic. A J cut is when you hear the audio from the next clip before you actually see it. In other words, the sound starts early while you're still watching the previous shot. Let's use the same example. You're still watching the rainy forest, but before the scene changes, you already start to hear the sounds of the city. Footsteps, traffic, maybe distant voices. Then the video finally cuts to the city footage. That's a J cut. It's called a J cut because on your timeline, the audio track of the next clip extends leftward under the previous video, forming the shape of the letter J. J cuts make transitions feel smoother and more cinematic. They're perfect when you want to guide your viewer emotionally from one scene to another. For instance, taking them from a calm moment in nature to the chaos of city life. L cut. Now let's flip it. An L cut is the opposite of a J cut. Here, the audio from the first clip continues playing even after the video changes to the next shot. So, in this case, we start with the busy city. We hear traffic and movement, and then the video cuts to the rainy forest, but the city sounds continue for a few seconds before fading into the rain. That's an L cut, and just like before, it's called that because on your timeline, the audio from the first clip extends to the right, forming an L shape. L cuts are incredibly useful when you want to carry emotion or tension from one shot into another. They make your transitions feel more thoughtful, and they help maintain a natural sense of continuity. Straight cuts are perfect for clean pacing and clear action. J cuts and L cuts are ideal for dialogue, storytelling, and emotional transitions. You've seen them countless times in movies and shows. You might not notice them consciously, but they guide your attention and make every scene feel connected. For example, imagine two people having a conversation. You might still hear one person talking while cutting to the reaction shot of the other person listening. That's an L cut. Or if you hear a door slam before you see who's entering the room, that's a J cut. These techniques make the audience feel pulled into the story rather than simply watching it unfold. To create these cuts in Premiere, first unlink the audio and video of a clip. You can do that by right-clicking the clip and choosing Unlink. Once unlinked, you can move the audio or video independently. That's how you offset them to create J cuts and L cuts. You can also use the rolling edit tool for finer adjustments, or add short audio transitions to smooth things out. And here's something important to remember. Editing isn't just about creativity, it's also about problem solving. You won't always have the perfect footage or the exact take you hoped for. Sometimes the camera angle doesn't work or a shot feels too short and you don't have the chance for a reshoot. That's where techniques like J-cuts and L-cuts can save you. They let you hide rough transitions, smooth out awkward cuts, or build emotion out of imperfect material. A big part of editing is learning to think creatively with what you have, using timing, sound, and rhythm to make a moment work even when it wasn't shot perfectly. So, to recap, a straight cut changes both audio and video at the same time. A J-cut lets the next scene's audio begin before its video, and an L-cut lets the first scene's audio continue into the next shot. These are small changes that make a big difference in how your edits feel. More emotional, natural, and cinematic. In the next lesson, we'll start using these cuts in a real sequence, and I'll show you how to combine them with transitions for smoother storytelling. If you're enjoying this course, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on social media. It really helps support the work I do. See you in the next class.